what was the process?
Is that what you asked me?
Yeah.
I'm feeling...
I just said, tell him the process. You know, you were nominated, but then...
So I'm like a politician. I just answered the question that I wish he asked.
Hello, so we are on our way.
Hello.
We are on our way right now. We're driving to the Utah Mother of the Year awards ceremony. Meg was nominated as the Mother of the Year, and we're just going to show you a little of that. Maybe we don't know what's going to happen, but Meg,
It's going to be fun.
Tell us about the process.
I got nominated by my friend Angela, and she is the mom of one of the participants in the Utah Princess pageant that we run. I think even just being nominated is a win, because I think no matter what mom you are, you're gonna feel inadequate. Like, you're gonna feel inadequate. I feel very honored to be even nominated, that somebody would see me from afar and think that I was worthy of this nomination. So I feel like this is really special. So I got nominated.
And then what did you have to do? Anything?
Yes, and so after I gave the picture to Angela, then I got an email from the Utah American Mother of the Year people with the application, and I had like 2 months or so to fill out the application, and it was quite the application. It said, what is your philosophy on parenting? What do you do for your community? You know, things like that. And so all 8 women who are coming to this today are, you know, they all went through the same process. They all got nominated. They all filled out every application question, and it was very lengthy. Whoa, we're turning. I don't have any tummy muscles, so I'm like leaning against the door now. Okay, now I'm back. And then they said like, hey, you know, congratulations. And so I gave a speech online to the selection committee, but not just them, but then all of the other women also. So
everybody was in like
there.
A Zoom call or something, and you gave your speech to
and
everybody.
it was like awful, because the order of the speeches were based on like alphabetical order based on the city that you live in. And so my city went first based on anyone else's city. I was backstage of the Nutcracker because our daughter, I have like such ownership. I notice that I do that all the time. I'm like, yeah, will you take me to my bedroom?
You're like, you're sleeping on the couch tonight. Take me to my bedroom.
I've never said that to him. Our daughter, Zula, was in the Nutcracker. She was a gingerbread man, and they have that in late November. I took her to the rehearsal. It was like the staging rehearsal, like at the fancy theater place. And so I was backstage. I just asked them, I was like, I'm just gonna go into a little corner and give a speech. I hope that's okay with you guys. I get my phone ready and I'm ready to go. I've got my speech. I'm a speaker, you know, I'm very prepared for this, and I don't know, I guess I'm like covered up in cement walls or something. And so my signal keeps like dying bad. And so I start my speech and then it dies. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And so I have to like log back in and like get back on the Zoom call. And then I was like, hi, I'm still here. Like, I can go last. Like, I can go later. Like, let me figure this out. I passed by one of the ladies who knows. I asked her, she was like a worker at the ballet thing. And so she knew that I had gone back to the corner to get my speech. And so she just like grabs the handles of my wheelchair and she starts pushing me. And as she's pushing me, I'm like, hello, trying to give the rest of my speech with my phone in front of my face while this strange woman, this strangely wonderful woman, is like pushing me up, or like through the halls all the way to the window side of the Browning Center, which is where I should have been in the first place.
From there, you're like a finalist or something?
Yeah, from there I'm I think everyone who was nominated was a finalist, but I'm not sure.
Whoever went through the application
whoever
process
filled out
and
the application became a finalist.
Today's the award ceremony.
Yep.
So we're headed there now, and the bonus is she gets to give her speech again.
Yes!
In the same order,
so I get to go first.
So there won't be any reception issues since it'll be live.
Yeah. So my daughter, she point blank asked this morning, she's like, where are you guys going today? Because we had to find, you know, a babysitter and, you know, all of those things. Well, I was nominated for Utah American Mother of the Year, and I was like, but there's 8 people nominated, and you know, we're happy for all 8 of those wonderful women who work so hard to be mothers. She's like, are you gonna win? And I was like, well, I don't know, it just depends, you know, there's 8 people there, I have a 1 in an 8 chance. She goes, I think you win. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I already have. Meg Johnson, and I am so happy to be here. I feel really honored to even receive this recognition today. to be thought of to be, here as a nominee, I just think that is a win just in itself. All of those applause and all of those ovations or whatever, and accolades and awards or whatever, it pales to the time that my little daughter, when she was just, 2.5, 3, I don't remember how old she was just little, she comes running in with my very first bouquet as a mother that she picked for me from my front yard, and she hands me this water glass, this tall water glass, that she had picked every single spring flower from my front yard and squished it into the water glass till it was like just packed tight like sardines. And she hands me this water glass full of flowers, and she was like, "I picked you some flowers." And my heart started to sing, and it started to beat to a different rhythm that is motherhood. And I really felt like I had arrived. And around the same time, my first daughter's age, when she was pretty little, she had a play date. This little boy came over, Will. And Will had never, he was just 3 or so, and he had never seen a mom in a wheelchair before. And so he comes in and he looks at me, and he looks at my daughter, Zula is her name, and he looks at me again, and then he looks at my daughter, and he's like, "Is this your mom?" And I don't know what it was about him identifying me with that title, but everything just opened up, and I thought, yeah, I'm her mom. He didn't say, "Is this that speaker I heard about?" Or, "Is this that YouTuber?" Or, "Is this that award winner?" Or whatever. He didn't say any of those things. And so in answer to the question, who do you think you are? I know who I am. I'm Zula's mom. I'm Daisy's mom. I'm Coco's mom. And that's really all the title that I want, and it's everything that makes me so happy in this life, and it fills my soul with so much joy that I can't get anywhere else. And I'm so happy to be a mother, and this is what motherhood means to me. Thank you so much.
The title is given to someone who will represent the mothers of Utah for this next year. It's an honor for us to have you with us today. Nancy's going to help me. I open the envelope. She's going to make sure I read this right. Okay. So the 2023 Utah Mother of the Year is Meg Johnson. The former Mother of the Year in our last in-person passed a crown on to the Mother of the Year. We thought it was really fun.
I'm very surprised. I'm very humbled and I'm very honored to get to represent mothers. I feel completely inadequate. I think I am the least of the 8 that are here and the least of all others. Sometimes I feel like you can pray and ask for specific angels to come and be with you, and then they do. And so I said a prayer, and I told Holy Father that I didn't think I could be a mom. This was really hard. I really needed to be visited by any angel in my ancestry who maybe also felt like a bad mom. And I immediately felt the eyes and the attention of every woman in my ancestry who has ever lived on the face of this earth. Because they've all felt inadequate, and they've all felt like their trials outweigh their talents, just like I do, and just like I know that you do. And I'm very grateful to maybe spend this year to help other mothers feel like they can keep on rolling no matter what their abilities are. Thank you.
The event just ended. Look at this. We've got a
It's the first crown
winner.
I've ever had in my life that I didn't buy. And I have bought hundreds of crowns. I've bought hundreds of crowns.
the Utah Mother
Utah Mother of the
Utah
Year.
Mothers Association of American Mothers, Inc. Meg Johnson.
And they gave everybody a plaque like this. They gave everybody something, and they gave everybody flowers like this. And they had a specific they had a specific thing for everybody. And everybody there was so amazing. And all of the speeches that they gave were, I mean, I already listened to them online and stuff, and hearing them live was amazing. And these women are amazing. And this isn't an award that really could go to anybody. I'm not wearing this crown thinking I'm all that, because I recognize that this type of award could go to any mother at any time. So I feel honored to be selected Utah Mother of the Year 2023 for this particular year.
What are you gonna do to celebrate?
Ooh, McDonald's chicken nuggets.
It's like, let's go to Disneyland. No, let's go to McDonald's.
I only eat those every once in a while. Oh my gosh, they're so good. Everyone knows they're not real food, but you know,
It's just like chicken
delicious
goo.
not food.
Chicken goo.
Wait, hates them. We should go get a bottle of Martinelli's and celebrate with the girls, because my sweet little daughter is like, oh mom, I know you're gonna win, or whatever she said this morning. It was so sweet and tender. I'm wearing this crown for her. They put it on me and I took it right off because I was so embarrassed, you know, like, I don't know, I put crowns on people all the time. I put crowns on people once a year. I create a whole event and spend months planning this event so that I could put crowns on people and help them to feel special. And then when someone puts a crown on me, I was like, oh. I'm so excited to go home and show our girls my tiara that I have, that I didn't purchase myself, that someone gave to me, and my flowers and my award and my other award. And so I don't stand up, but I stand by the words that I said in my acceptance talk and my acceptance message, that our inadequacies, our trials combined with our talents can create our purpose when we find someone to serve. And I'm very grateful for the purpose that I have as a mom. Now a new purpose that I have to help other moms recognize their purpose and maybe help to make them feel special, just like these ladies have made me feel special. I do appreciate this crown, and I do love this crown, and I am gonna love looking at this crown on my shelf. This crown that I did not buy, this crown that is covered in these little gems that look like pearls. Ah! Never mind, it's on the floor. So, but I love the pearls. You know, being a mom is really hard, and making a pearl is really hard. You know, a pearl is made with an irritant that you work with over time that becomes something precious and valuable. And children are irritants that you work with over time, and they stay in your heart and become something very precious and valuable, whether they're your children or our children. So thanks so much for watching. Remember, when your life gets too hard to stand, just keep on rolling.